We're thrilled to be of great service to our own community, to Wilmington and New Hanover County. But we began to think about how we could be of greater service to the surrounding counties, since we're the only art museum in the region. So we've piloted a program geared toward middle schoolers. This is the first, and it's an effort to reach that age group and reach beyond the walls of the museum and go to them.
The outreach program that we've just begun, we're doing with a school in Duplin County. The way that we start is that myself and Dixon Stetler, who is a local artist, we go into the schools and visit the classes that are going to be coming to see the museum later on that week. And we do art projects that are inspired by a lesson that we've derived from the exhibitions that are on display. These are 3 of the pieces that they'll be seeing when they come on tour with us next week. They're by an artist named Henry Pearson.
The collaboration between the Cameron Art Museum and myself and my students came about, actually they reached out to me. I've always reached out to the Cameron Art Museum. I've been doing it for 15 years just to tour and provide closure for my children, for my students, and let them see the relevance of art. Just having the museum come into the school and provide activities for the students, I think it's a very, very good way to build self-esteem in the students and to build courage.
Hey, Solnora!
When we arrived, Solnora was there to greet us, and she led us into the classroom. We had to set up the images for the lesson, as well as the supplies for the art project. There's 2 classes, about 20 or so students in each class. So before the students got there at all, we had to try to make sure that we were as prepared as possible and had everything just ready to go. We introduced them to a couple of the images from the Kaleidoscope exhibition, and then we introduced a hands-on collaborative art project where the children essentially did marbling, but instead of using conventional materials, we used shaving cream and inexpensive paints. That way the kids realized that they could make this kind of artwork at home.
You're going to make several of these, and you pick one that's going to be in the collaboration.
The kids were definitely listening, but they weren't fully jumping into it at that point. But once we got the supplies in front of them, and once the kids started to be able to work with their friends, then you just saw them lighting up. We could overhear little discussions of, oh, what if we put the yellow and the blue together? I wonder what that will do. Now add a little bit of red. Okay, now swirl it like this. Let's see what that does. No, put the paper down a little bit more. Put down the paper less. And you could hear the kids figuring it out together and getting really excited about all of the possibilities, and then also learning by trial and error. You would see them maybe put too much shaving cream on, and one kid would realize it was too much. And then the next time they would use a little bit less and use more color. By the end of the 30 minutes, the kids are completely enthusiastic. We have 5 minutes left, and the kids are all scrambling to get a couple more done and scrambling to get their piece of art onto the collaborative foam core. They were really, really inspired by each other and inspiring to watch.
We're going to be talking about this work first, so if you
I know that many of them will not have visited a museum if it were not for the art class.
Henry Pearson was at one time a map maker, and so he dealt with these lines for topographical maps. Are you accustomed to that word? And it shows the heights and the valleys on maps. Take a good look. Let your eyes roam around this canvas. Look at what the artist has done with just splotches and color. Sometimes artists want to disturb you. It's a way of getting your attention.
What artists are doing is sharing with us a view of the world around us that we might not ever have otherwise.
Scary. What has the artist done to make you feel scary?
And at the very end of their tour, which was a surprise for the students, we had their pieces that they had completed during the outreach program the prior week on display in the reception hall.
Okay guys, well I'm so glad that you were able to come here for the tour. We do have one last very small exhibition that we wanted to show you, but we wanted to show you all together.
It brought tears to my eyes when those kids saw their work hanging in that museum. I did this, and I did, and you put that one there, and I did that one over there. And remember we did? That's true collaboration. We did this together, and we are exhibiting here together.
I didn't even know we were gonna be there. I was just so excited when I seen it.
It made me feel good inside because my art is in the museum for us.
I went on one trip throughout my educational career, and that was to see Madame Butterfly. When I went into high school, I thought my art teacher was just fabulous. And she told me, you're an artist. You need to become an artist. But I was afraid to become an artist. If I had the experiences that these children are having with the outreach programs and with the trips to the museums and with the small class sizes and one-on-one, I would probably be that professional artist. I would probably be that professional artist now.